Hi everybody. This is try number 3. Take three. Because we're a little nervous. Mm-hmm. It's our first official podcast. We're calling it the Skein Scoop. Thank you, David.
I know.
He's the best.
I'm Justine, and this is Lori.
Hi, I'm Lori Land. I'm the owner of Skein Yarn Shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. I'm super happy to be here. As nervous as I am, I'm really excited to do this.
Yeah, people have been really saying, okay, so now you've been open for a month.
I know.
When's the podcast coming out? So we're giving the people what they want.
That's right.
We're
right.
doing what they wanted. And
hopefully they won't be sorry.
I know. So if you like it, please, even if you don't like it and subscribe so that we can keep doing this.
But, yes, and tell your fiber-loving friends.
Totally.
We are having a lot of fun. I can't believe that, we're going on 6 weeks open. We opened June 12th, and it's been a blast. It's just been great. We're loving it, and I so appreciate everybody who's come in and supported this shop. I really appreciate all the old friends from Love to Knit, which was the shop here before, where I worked with Ann and Gail and had the time of my life. And now I've opened this shop, and the support from all of those people has been amazing. And the new friends.
Yeah, new friends. Every single day there's a new friend. So awesome to see so many knitters and crocheters and makers, and that's been really fun. Meeting new people and hanging out with our old friends, because when COVID hit, we just stopped being able to see everybody, and it's been really cool to sit and knit with friends.
Yeah, it's like I was really worried about the timing, actually, like with COVID, and I actually thought that when we opened, I really thought everybody would be masked, and some people still are masked, and that's completely wonderful, and everybody should do what they are comfortable with. Right. We of course ask that if you're not vaccinated, for you to wear a mask. Mm-hmm. But I was concerned that I would have to be monitoring how many people were in the shop.
Oh, I even like opening day, I said, do we have to print something for the doors?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, all that's over. And I'm like, wait, what?
I know. It's still weird. Don't you find yourself
totally weird?
Like when I get out of my car, I still like hesitate.
Yeah.
Do I need a mask? Because if you go to a doctor's office, you have to put a mask on, for a lot of different things, but for some things you don't have to. So it's been this, obviously.
I'm just so grateful that we're all able to be together again and have a place to be, and everybody really is excited to come in, and the shop is so beautiful. You did such a good job. Everything is so lovely.
Wow.
And
with so much help.
Really
the phrase "it takes a village" never had more meaning for me than it does right now. I mean, the amount of help from you and from Jamie Narcession, who hopefully at some point will watch this podcast. She's not a knitter yet, but
she's gonna learn.
She and Maya are going to come in and learn. Jamie is my longtime friend, who is also an amazing interior designer. So her input has been invaluable.
Yeah.
And so many people, Tom, and
I know so much.
Of course, my husband, Kevin. So we should probably just talk a little bit. We should probably introduce ourselves a little. We're talking like everybody.
You know who we are.
Yeah. So I actually grew up here in Rhode Island. I have spent the majority of my life in Rhode Island. My family is originally from New York. But I've been here since I was 3, and my husband and I actually met in first grade, and we were not high school sweethearts, but we were friends growing up, if you could call us friends. We became closer friends in high school, and I went to college with my brother-in-law, and I'm going way too detailed.
Too detailed.
So
he got married, had some kids.
Got married, had a couple of kids. I have been a stay-at-home mom for most of the past, let's see, how old is Sam? I have 2 daughters. My kids are pretty much grown. My older daughter, Sam, is 23 and engaged to be married. And my younger daughter, Alex, is, how old is she?
17.
She's 17 and a half, thank you.
No problem, Alex.
And she's in Israel right now. And she's been there for about 3 weeks and she's coming home in 2 weeks. So that's exciting. And I'm married to Kevin, who I'm sure you'll hear a lot about because he's
Kevin.
fun and kind of a character.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just leave it at that.
Greenwich?
And I live in East Greenwich. Kevin and I grew up in Warwick, and we live in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Rhode Island is a pretty small place for those of you who are joining us from out of state. So you'll hear a lot of good Rhode Island stories. And
you have a puppy.
I have a puppy named Griffin, who's not really, he's a puppy, but he's a 9-year-old
like
puppy. And we love him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably throw some pictures of him in
God,
the videos
he's
every
so
now and then,
cute.
just because I can.
He's so cute.
And I met Justine about 6 or 7 years ago.
I think when Harrison was a baby, probably.
Yeah, yep.
So Harrison's 9.
Yep.
I grew up in East Greenwich. I lived here with my family ever since I was in 2nd grade. Before that, I lived in Cranston, and I had a really bad Cranston accent, if you can believe
Cranston
it.
is also in Rhode Island.
Yes, not too far. But we've lived here, and I went to school at URI, met my husband Michael, and we have been married for almost 12 years. We have 3 kids. Harrison's 9.
3 adorable
They're
children.
very cute. Benjamin is 4, and Charlotte is 1. I recently resigned from my job as a music teacher in Massachusetts, where I worked for 15 years, but just decided to be able to be home with my kids, because any of you that are teachers know you spend more time dealing with other people's kids, and then you lose all the patience for your own kids, and it's just hard. So yeah, I'm excited. I turned in my notice, and now I officially don't ever have to go back to school in September, and at least for now. But yeah, that's been it. Oh, and I have a puppy dog too, but she's adorable, and she's a whiner. She's like super whiny these days.
Well, they can all be whiny.
Ugh, it's a lot.
Griffin has his times of, like, I can predict exactly how he's going to be throughout the day.
Yeah,
He doesn't whine all day. It's just at
Maya
night
does.
when he wants to play with the gross toy. So
Should we talk about knitting?
we should.
Okay.
We should. So I'm trying.
Everybody's probably wondering what I'm wearing.
I'm
because
sure they are actually,
It's just
because
the
everybody
best.
who comes into the, I'm going to pet you.
Yeah, it's so good.
Because
Not
that
just
is the
because I made it.
conversation.
It's a conversation
Yes,
starter.
you did make it.
I am wearing all pink, so I look like a big giant bubble gum. And this is my other shirt. But anyway, this is the City Limits sweater by Tanis Lavalee, and I knit it in 5 different colors of JunkYarn, the Boss sock. It's an awesome pattern. I really, really love the pattern. With the help of Kemper from JunkYarn, she helped come up with the 5 different colors that I faded in the sweater. But I can't wait to make another one in just 1 color. It was so much fun to knit. The yarn is so perfect. And
The pattern is really clever.
the pattern is really clever, and it's totally reversible. So I'm wearing it with the reverse stockinette side out, which I actually like the way that looks the faded way, because you can't really tell because I'm so far away from the camera, but it's like more stripy on the stockinette side, I think. I mean, it looks cool either way, but I just love this cool detail that goes down the side. It has an I-cord on the neckline and the sleeves and the hem. So if you hate I-cords, sorry, but it's the best way. The pattern, I think the pattern does offer directions for ribbing too, if you didn't want to do the I-cord, which is cool.
And I'm sure it's still beautiful, but I mean, this neckline
is super
beautiful.
great. It really, really, really is good.
And I just feel like all of the I-cord details, they kind of make the sweater, other than Kemper's yarn, which is amazing.
So what did we have? We had an entire wall of Kemper's yarn for opening weekend.
I feel like we had about 100 skeins, and we can't really show it to you because there isn't any left.
We have 3 skeins left.
Yeah.
of junk yarn.
Solid colors.
Uh-huh.
And needless to say, we have put in another order. So more junk yarn is coming hopefully around the end of August.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful. Her colors are beautiful, and she helped put together the colors for this one. I can't take all the credit for it. It's gorgeous.
Well, it was a great collaboration because
really, really pretty.
It seriously turns heads as soon as people walk in the door.
Really love it. I did do 3/4 sleeves, and when I was knitting it, I think I gave myself a little bit of positive ease that I wasn't really expecting. So when I got to the sleeve, I was like, oh no, I don't have enough of the middle colors. So I did more pink on the end, but I kind of love it.
But it looks awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's a design element.
There you
but
go.
You can copy it. I totally am going to make another one, and I loved holding the 2 colors together. So you started with 1 color and held two strands of that same color, and then when we got to the next color, when you were fading, you dropped one of the strands and picked up one of the next one to keep going and faded that way. And it was so fun every time you got to get a new color. So it was really just super great pattern, and I can't say enough about it.
And you could do it holding the 2 fingering together or just in a DK.
Yeah, and we do have some JunkYarn DK. We've got lots of DK actually. We do. On the round DK, we have Jillian Kittle's DK, and we have From Me to Yarn DK.
That's right.
In terms of like the indie dye stuff. But if you wanted to do it in a solid, you could do it in so many other options as well that we have in the shop. Just call us and we'd be happy to FaceTime with you.
That's right.
If you're not local. Otherwise, please come in and see us.
Yes, please. I get so excited when people comment on Instagram or Facebook that they're coming in, they're coming in from out of state. That's amazing.
I know,
to me,
it's awesome.
It's great. It's great.
Awesome.
We love to meet everybody. So what's next on the agenda?
We have to talk about some whips.
Okay.
So what are you working on right now?
Let's see. So I have a few.
Is it rude to drink coffee while you're podcasting?
I hope not, because I already did. So so this is I still, after 2-3 years now, don't know how this is pronounced, if it is Tegna or Tegna, which is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter, Boyland Knitworks.
Yep.
So it is lovely. It has the lace detail on the bottom. And this I am doing in on the round nimble sock.
Do you know what this colorway is called?
That colorway is Lincoln Street, which I believe was a limited edition colorway. But you know what's close to it is her Gratitude.
Yeah. Let me grab one.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I'll try to bring this closer so you guys can see it. And of course, with blocking, this lace will open up and be even more beautiful.
Gosh, it's so pretty.
And this is also a really fun knit, and don't be intimidated by the lace because it's not that hard. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
It's really
honestly.
Pretty. So this is called Gratitude. It is very similar, you're right.
It's not exactly the same. I think that's a little lighter. Yeah, it's a little lighter, and
it has like little pops of blue almost in it.
Yeah, and this has maybe a little more some
pinks and reds,
oranges
and yeah.
But this is also very, very, it's also very subtle. I feel like the Lincoln Street is, kind of a subtle.
And we have a lot of on the round.
We do. We just came in. Yeah, we just got a shipment, and we love Rachel. She is up in Rockland, Maine, and her yarns are also gorgeous.
Yeah, I made a sweater last year out of it, and it wears so well. It's very comfortable. You don't feel super hot. It's really, really great.
It's luscious.
We will have descriptions in the below. You can click on it, and we'll have links to all of the stuff that we talk about, just in case you have any questions about it. Just so you know.
That's right. Feel free to message us or, any questions you have. Call us.
Now this is a super popular pattern. It's short sleeves though, right? Or
It is short sleeves.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
It is a very popular pattern.
Very cool.
So that's one of my whips.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay. Let's see. I'm not a super crocheter, but my brother-in-law asked me to make a blanket for a friend of his, and he wanted like a lot of color. So I said, can I crochet something? And we have like every single color in Bella Chenille. And so I just sort of chained 50 and am just doing a half double crochet and going through all the colors of the rainbow.
It's so soft.
This yarn is
snuggly.
So soft. And I think crochet works really good. I think the stitches show up like almost just like so puffy and bubbly and fun. A friend of mine, I gave her daughter, Amelia, she's now 4, I gave her a baby blanket when she was a baby, and she literally carries it around with her and does everything with it. Like, she can't go anywhere without it. So I just made her like a new little lovey size in it. And she, of course, doesn't remember what it was like when she was a tiny baby. And she's like, it's so soft.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Don't destroy that one. But yeah, so this is the Bella Chenille, and we literally have, I think, every color.
I think we have every color.
But for the speckled variegated ones.
Right.
So we have all the solids, and if you, it's so good. If you wanted to learn how to crochet, we're offering classes. Last night or yesterday afternoon was the first
beginner crochet class. We have a great crochet teacher. Her name is Rachel O'Leary. She is at Beaches and Bobbles on Instagram, and she had 6 people in the class. Yesterday was a little crazy.
It was a fun
in
day.
a good way. You probably saw, you might have seen a little bit of the craziness because we did like a 2-minute live.
And there were some Instagram stories of pictures of things throughout the day. So follow Skein Yarn Shop on Instagram to stay in the know. And also, there's so many things to tell you, but you can sign up for the newsletter and look at the website and all the things. But
right. Our website is, everything is Skein Yarn Shop. So our website is www.skeinyarnshop.com. You can go scroll down to the bottom and just put your email in, and you will be subscribed to the newsletter. And what else? Instagram, Facebook. We have a Facebook page. What else? I don't know. I'm trying to decide about Twitter.
Oh, I don't understand. I'm not that old, but I don't get it.
No, I'm old.
Okay.
And I get it. Kind of. But I don't do it, so why don't you guys weigh in on that?
Yeah,
Let me know.
Tell us if we need a Twitter,
Tell us if we need a Twitter. Alex tells me that we need a TikTok.
I don't know how to do that.
So
I thought I was really smart when I figured out how to do a reel.
And you did such a good job. Because But
now I don't remember how I did what I did, so I tried to do another one, and I was like, wait, what did I do? I need like a young person to show me how to do that.
You're the young person.
Well, I don't know how to do it.
So you are the young person. Yes, I don't understand the difference between a reel and the IGTV.
I don't know. We don't know.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway,
Promise. We'll
get back to me.
This will make its way to YouTube. So that's all we can promise.
Somehow, some way. So
do you want to talk about some socks? We're both working on socks.
Yes. And
look at this. We picked the same bag.
Yes.
We are working on socks by the same yarn dyer also.
Yes. So let's see. I am working on, so this yarn is called From Me to Yarn, and by Jessie in California. And there you go. You can use our Katrinkle sock ruler, which I love. And all right, so this is why we need to be closer.
I think it's good. Oh my God, I freaked out for a second. I thought there was a needle sticking through the end. Okay, so this color is called
Chasing Rainbows.
From Me to Yarn.
Her colors are just so, I have a skein of it. This is what it looks like skeined up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we have a few skeins of this left, if anybody is interested.
Yeah, we have a few of her colors left. That unicorn dream. I
think there's only one of those left.
I bought that, and I haven't started yet because for opening weekend, my sister came and she brought my nephew, Owen, and he is 10, about to be 11, and he is one of the most
he's adorable. knitworthy
people in my life. And he called me like that night and he's like, Auntie, so there's this color, it's called James Jean, I think. And I was wondering if you could make me a pair of socks in that color. I said, okay, buddy. So now the problem is there's so many things that I'm working on, and
oh, these are so good.
They're so good. There's so many things I'm working on, and poor Owen's little socks are getting thrown to the wayside a little bit, but we've got some car knitting coming up tonight because we're driving to New Hampshire this afternoon. So this is called James Jean. It's also in the From Me to Yarn, and it's really, really great. I'm doing 2 at a time because if I don't, I won't knit the second pair. That's how I am. And yeah, his birthday is August 7th, and I think he thinks that they're gonna be done. But I have so much other stuff to do, so sorry, buddy, if you're watching this. I don't know about that.
What's amazing to me is that he knew, like he could read a yarn label.
Oh yeah, well, all of my children and my like all of my friends' kids will come over and they'll be like, so my socks don't fit me anymore. Like Maddie is like, Auntie, my socks don't fit me. Now Maddie is tiny, so she would end up I would make her a pair, and then she'd get Harrison's like leftovers that didn't fit him anymore, and she would wear those, like her hand-me-downs, not leftovers. They all have their own hats. They know, but they also know not to touch the yarn. You can say to Charlotte, who is 1, do we touch yarn? And she says, no, but she does touch it. She's very naughty.
She definitely touches the yarn. She likes to rearrange the shop.
Oh, she's so naughty.
Just makes me happy.
We didn't talk about these bags.
That's right.
So these bags are by one of our friends, Judy Olsen. They're called Bags by Joe. And these have been selling out of the shop so
flying
out
the door.
You can see one up there.
Here, let's go get one.
They're hanging out above the cubbies. And people just come in and they're like, you know how it is, people love bags. So Judy makes really fantastic bags. She puts interfacing in the middle. I love this one. There's hummingbirds on it and all sorts of beautiful.
For you sports fans.
And her inside fabrics are really lovely.
Actually, Bethany said to me that I just taught my friend Bethany how to knit a few weeks ago, and she said she's only getting into it for the bags.
Well, hopefully that switches for her, but the bags are so good. Judy has these bags. These are her sock bags, although you could use them for lots of different things. They have a really nice drawstring, but everything stays flat because the bag is squared. Oh, they're over here.
Oh, okay.
And Judy also makes project like sacks,
which are bigger,
but
they're the same price.
They don't have the interfacing in them, but they almost like you could fit a ton in this sack. They're pretty awesome too. So we pulled out some.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. I'm sure you guys have seen this fabric, the animals doing the yoga poses. I love this fabric so much. I think it's hilarious.
I didn't realize that that's what that was.
Really?
I never had really looked at that pattern before. That's so nice.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
They're so cute.
I almost took this for myself, but I thought
crocodile
I should not
pose,
do that.
Moon pose, monkey king pose. So cute. Yeah, and Judy is really awesome because she's local, so she comes in all the time, and you know, if something's not really going, she'll just swap it.
Switch them out.
And it's been really great because she's selling a ton of bags and people are so happy with them that they're coming back and asking for more. So
yeah, and on that note, we could talk about the fact that I take the phrase buy local very, very seriously. And that makes me super happy.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of Rhode Island makers in the shop. Judy is one of them.
Yep.
We can talk about Marylee's bags.
Sure.
This is another Rhode Island maker.
Oh, this one.
These are
so
awesome.
good. All right, so let's talk knitting to start. Let's see. She makes these little
Cute yarn
yarn
bowls.
bowls with the button so that you can slide your yarn through. So cute. And she makes this. We just pulled a couple. There's a lot of different sizes.
Yeah, there are a lot of different
styles,
sizes and
colors. This one is
basically Marylee, she works in a dentist's office and she comes in every Wednesday on her day off and I say, okay, now I'd like you to make me this. And then she goes home and she
These
experiments.
have been flying out
Flying.
of the store. This
Yeah.
one's-
I
think I want this one. Sorry, you can't have this one, people.
We
It's mine.
we have another one.
Oh my
Actually, and I said to her, because she came in with 2 of these yesterday and I said, this is $42 by the way. I said to her, yeah, you need to make more of those.
They're so good.
Because you can use them for knitting or it's just as good as a purse.
Yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of purses,
yeah.
she has made these cute little clutches.
They're so good.
They're so cute with the zipper.
And they're adorable inside
gosh.
with little pockets. You can use
This
that.
is so Rhode Island, like really Rhode Island for sure.
And I love the, the dyed rope
The pink is
that she put
really
in there.
pretty, really pretty.
And
Yeah, they're
I
gorgeous.
sold 2 of them last week. These are gonna go this week.
Yeah.
And they could also be used for like your notions.
There's another one too.
Yep.
Green.
See? So creative.
Mm-hmm. I want to look inside this one. Sorry. Oh yeah. Look
Oh,
at that.
that's so great.
I didn't look at these intentionally because I didn't want to have to buy one.
I want one of everything.
I know. And she makes
Coasters.
coasters. They're so cute. This is Marylee made it. And then
The pièce de résistance.
this, what do you even call this thing? A giant bucket? Like it's
Yeah.
It's huge. The yarn you could fit in this.
Think about it.
Oh, good. All the
Because
yarn.
that's what I'll be using it for.
My God, if I came home with another one of these like buckets to fill yarn with, my husband might just like,
Oh gosh.
he's a saint, but he might get mad about all the yarn.
These are special order. They are $75, so reasonably priced.
Yeah. It's,
And
it's beautiful.
yep, I already have several orders for them.
Beautiful.
So that's another Rhode Island maker. And then we can continue talking about whips
Sure.
and talk about another Rhode Island maker who is, the yarn is called Jilly and Kittles. And we love Jill. She's amazing.
I made a bunch of hats last year for Christmas using her yarn,
That's right.
and it's so good. It
This
feels
is
good
her-
when you're working with it. It's so soft. It's plump.
So this is her Ideal DK, and I just love working with it.
It's really great.
And then I am making
the Anker's Summer
Shirt.
Shirt by Petite Knit.
Yeah, which is, chances are a lot of you have seen it. So this is just the beginning. It's top down, a lot of rib, a lot of ribbing.
Yeah, Lori was like, why would I start a sweater where half of it is rib? I said, it's not. It stops like here. She's like, that's half of it. I was like,
Okay, 1/3. It is fully 1/3 ribbing, but I have to tell you, it's actually,
It's so good.
yeah.
You know, I hear you, because I made a like 1x1 rib hat for somebody, and it took me longer than like 4 hats, just
Yeah.
because you get it stuck in your head like, this is taking too long and I hate it. But if you've seen this pattern, you know. And if we figure things out, eventually we're going to be those podcasters that are like, oh, and this is what we're working on, and put a picture up like right here. But we don't know how to do that right now.
No,
So
we
look
definitely
it up.
do
It's
not.
the Anker's summer shirt, and it's really, really, really cute.
But I want to show you some of the other colors of
Jill's yarn.
Jill's yarn.
This one is called Hint of Spring.
We all know that's my favorite.
It is so good.
It's
so
the
good.
best.
This box, when we opened it, remember, it was the first box, and we just squealed. This is the Royal Wee.
Also great.
I don't know,
Just
I think the colors are coming up right.
I think they are. You can see the pink, and I love that color.
It is way more.
So much.
It's definitely not a flat.
Not at all.
Color.
And then,
oh yeah, this one. This is graphite.
mm,
And it is beautiful as well. The one that you're using is more solid.
yes.
Yours is in what color?
This is you grind my granite. So if you haven't checked out Jill's yarn, it's jillyandkittles.com, and we have it here. And I have a bunch of Ideal DK here, and I love it. What can I say? And I love the fact that she's around, like practically around the corner from us.
Yeah.
So she's doing great.
It's really, oh, look at how good that looks. Yeah, it's
Better
so
than
good.
me.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right.
So
all right, I'll talk about my sweater.
you do so.
Okay, I started this sweater this week. It's the Felix Pullover by Amy Christoffers.
Yes.
I'm using Berroco alpaca. It's a kind of cropped sweater. I just bound off the ribbing at the hem last night. It's top down. It has a little bit of short rows in the back, but this is like an awesome beginner sweater pattern. There's no, not that they're hard, but like there's no make ones or you know, make one left, make one right, anything on the raglan
yarn
increases.
overs, right?
It's just yarn overs, which makes, you know, these adorable little V's
I love it.
on the shoulders, on the front and the back. I picked up for one of the sleeves last night, and
I'm gonna have to have this sweater.
this sweater, it's been so fun, and the yarn is really, 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 really great. It's Berroco's, did I grab another color? I did. It's Berroco's Ultra Alpaca, which is 50% alpaca and 50% wool. And I was a little nervous about knitting with it, if it was going to be like scratchy or how I was going to feel. It is so soft. And then when I blocked my swatch, which I don't always do, but I did, when I blocked it, it like bloomed and became so soft that I'm so excited to block it and be able to wear it. I'm so excited. So it also, this is only my third ball, so I think I'm only gonna need 3 skeins to make this sweater, which is awesome. It's like not a super costly yarn.
No.
It's only $13 a ball, so it's really, really, really,
I love this yarn.
I do too. I'm really loving everything about it, and it's been super fast. So
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, have you been working on that for a week?
no, I don't think so. It'll be done this weekend.
She's
I'm very
also
excited.
speed knitter.
It depends on the children and when I can get things done, but you know, I wish I could knit more. That's all I want to do.
Don't we all?
So we have got to have like 25 different colors of the
Ultra
alpaca.
And getting more.
This one came in yesterday. It's so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't know, maybe that would have been my color more.
That's beautiful. The gold one.
This one's really
I don't care what
pretty.
anyone says. Heck with them.
This one is more
tealy.
tealy than it's coming up there. Blues are hard. And this is just a lovely charcoaly color.
Yeah, because that almost looks green, doesn't it, on the screen? But then it might look different
It
when
might look different, we don't know.
it comes out.
If you want to see it, you can FaceTime with us and we will be glad to shop with you, or just come in and see us.
Come into the shop.
Come see us. Let's see. Blah, blah,
next?
blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you want the sock? This
yeah.
little sock. So people have been loving this sock yarn by Universal. So you might be familiar with Universal's Bamboo Pop, which we also have in a bunch of lovely colors. But this is their Bamboo Pop sock. And there you go. And it is bamboo, 55% bamboo, 37% cotton, and 8% PBT, which is, I don't know what that is, but some type of polyester.
On the inside of all these tags, it gives you a little preview of what it's going to look like when it's all knitted up, which I think is just so cool.
Yep, here's another one. And so Gail and Trisha, our good friend, she whipped that up in a couple of hours, as she is known to do.
These are so cute. The yarn is so, it's so different than a wool sock, obviously, but it's just
very
it feels
cool.
so cool, and I can imagine it's nice. It's got a nice stretch
and it's lovely. I actually started a sock yesterday with it, and because I don't have enough going on, and
for yourself?
No, for someone else.
I was gonna say.
And to remain nameless, but it's really nice to work with.
Yeah, it's really good, and
Yeah.
we sold out of it.
We sold out of it
And then ordered
and it's
in
probably
opening
half
weekend and ordered
half gone.
Yeah, a ton of it.
Yeah.
And this is also a really good price point. It's $11 for a ball. So
Which makes
a whole pair of socks. You don't have
Right.
to make shorties.
Yeah, no, you can make a longer sock. There's a lot of yardage. It's over 500 yards, I think.
492 yards. Very
all right.
close.
Close.
Excellent. Oh, you got one more color there. Let me look at
Oh,
that one.
there you
Maybe this
go.
one. Ugh. That's good. If any of my friends are watching this, no, I won't make you a pair of socks. These are so good.
Yeah.
This is a really cool color.
They just feel so good.
It's like the chenille. You just want to
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about some of the things that we had finished.
Yes.
Prior to
opening.
Well, lately.
Oh yeah.
Lately.
That's right.
Newish finished objects. So
Let's bring this.
let's bring the lady over here.
Whoa.
So this is the Swell Shawl by Stephen West, knit in hedgehog fibers, which we have some selection of hedgehog left, but you can use it in any fingering weight.
That's right.
Yarn. This is a 3-color version, but they have this pattern also in a 5-color version. It's a really, really clever design. So you start here in this middle section, and then every row you just keep growing a little bit more going outward. So the center section with the lace in the middle stays the same, and then you just grow the triangle outsides. It is a really clever construction, as all of Stephen West patterns are. I just went over to the wall and created a couple color options. This is one in hedgehog. It's gonna drop off my lap. So
We keep moving closer.
we're getting closer and closer.
We're professionals.
We're so good at this. This is called Fool's Gold, and it's the only one left, and it's really, really gorgeous. This is Cinder, and this one is Juniper, and I think that this would make a really lovely Swell shawl, or
That would be gorgeous.
or any other 3-colored shawl. I also pulled together some yarn from On the Round in a fade of sorts of
Gorgeous.
3 colors. This one is
Love it so
Undertow.
much.
It's really pretty.
Next time Next time we'll start out this close.
Yeah, so we don't have to lay on the table. This one's narwhal, and this is gorgeous. And I'm second guessing my color choice for my next project because this is just gorgeous. And this one is called Oxidize. Oh, her speckles are so subtle and beautiful. I hope people like me this close to the camera. So if you like any of these things, or if you want help picking out your own thing, or you just want to come and check things out, feel free to do so. But
we love helping people pick things out.
yeah, this is the funnest part, the most fun part.
Funnest.
God, stop teaching for a week and you turn into
The most fun.
And then the last finished object to chat about is this one here.
The Patti tank. Oh, you know what? I did not.
Okay.
All right. So this is the Patti tank, Patti, also by Amy Christoffers, I think.
Yeah.
And yep, and done in Berroco's chai, which is silk and linen.
56% linen and 44% silk.
And I made this mostly. Someone else might have seamed it. And it's in green, of course.
It's this green, isn't it?
It's a very, very easy knit. So quick, so
You
easy.
can tell it like comes to a point,
Yeah.
which is so cool.
It's just really flattering. I actually wore this the day of the opening.
It looks really great.
And
It's beautiful.
it's lovely. It's lovely to work with. And you might think that it wouldn't be soft, but it really is. And especially after you block it.
Oh, and it's light too, like not super, it's a perfect summer tank.
Perfect.
We have it in 9 colors. So I just pulled a couple of the options.
I think Paul is knitting it in this color right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of our friends are knitting that tank. It's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
It was a good find.
Really great. That was a good suggestion by Andra, whom we love. So yeah, I have quite a selection of Berroco yarn and Universal, and so come in and check everything out. But this was, again, very quick and easy knit. You could do it and wear it this summer still.
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
So that's all we have in terms of samples for today.
Yes.
Bye, Patti.
Bye, Patti. See ya.
So just some closing notes. This has been very fun.
It has been really fun. We got better.
We did. We loosened up.
I'm so good at this.
Justine has a real confidence problem. So when she came in today and she said she was having anxiety about doing the podcast, I was like, "What? You can't have anxiety. I have anxiety."
Just a little.
So,
I feel better now.
But she's better now.
My hands are really
hashtag winning.
winning. Totally winning.
That's the hashtag. Whenever you see a picture of Justine, hashtag winning.
Yeah.
So she's a little competitive.
It's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. And it's not like you've passed it on to your children.
No, my poor children. All right, so we have a little bit of gossip to talk about, shop gossip.
Yeah, not bad gossip. Just
No,
like
it's good gossip.
stuff, stuff that we want to talk about, things that are coming up, but we also want to, hold a little back.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Keep you
really
guessing.
great things coming.
Yes.
And
the biggest thing,
yeah,
Miss Babs. We are getting a huge trunk show of Miss Babs yarn. It is starting next Friday, not tomorrow Friday.
July 30th.
July 30th, next Friday. We will have...
Through Saturday, August 7th.
Yes.
So it'll all be here for a week and a day.
Yes. It's amazing.
But Friday, July 30th, from 10 to 1,
Yes.
Casapinka will be here. Her mystery knit along is starting in August.
Yes.
And
It's called the Snarkometer.
Yes.
You know,
I don't know. She comes up with all the things.
If you know Bronnie, then you know it's going to be fun. I don't know, you know, it's very hush.
But she'll be here, and obviously she would know best, like which colors and how you could, what would be the best option of colors to go together for this particular pattern if you were going to go with that, or if you wanted to knit something different, but you just are dying to have some Miss Babs, here's your chance. And we'll have a lot of different kinds, not just one base. There's going to be lots of different bases.
We will have her two most popular bases, the Yummy 2-ply and the Yowza DK, which are really big skeins of DK. I think they're over 500 yards. And then we will also have their Caroline, which is their MCN. And
that's a fingering weight?
Yes. And we'll have quite a few fingering weights, I think. Also,
some lace, I thought. Oh.
Yes. Should have written this down.
Sorry, we should have written that back. It's in the newsletter.
It is in the newsletter.
If you want to know exactly what's coming, it's in the newsletter. But also some of those things we don't know.
That's right.
We won't know.
We're getting mini skeins. We're getting sets. We're getting sets for Snarkometer. We're getting gradient sets. There will be a lot of yarn. So
much yarn.
Yes.
So
and
come check it out. But if you want to see Bronnie and Casabinka, she'll be here Friday the 30th from 10 to 1.
Yes.
To help people
pick out their stuff. Yeah. So we're super excited about that.
That's gonna be
had to buy tables.
Yeah. We don't have enough tables in the store.
And so that's our really big.
That's the big news. We
right
also
now
are getting, soon as it could be today, could be this week, right? The TKB.
So I'm not sure because it's the first time, but we're getting the Knitting Barber cords that everybody is,
it's like a hot item
freaking out about. Yeah. These are the cords that when you're you can take your needle. Oh my god, I just thought I stabbed this sweater. You take the needle and you stick the cord onto the end of it, and the long one I think is like 60 inches, and so you twist it on. They're very pliable, and then you just pull the cord through, and it's your, instead of using waste yarn, you can use these cords, tie them in a little knot, put them over your head, try it on. So it's another way of saving your stitches on your sweaters, and they come in crazy colors, and we don't know what colors we're getting. I know we're getting a good assortment,
but we know that they are going to sell out.
Emails with JoJo.
Is that email?
That's email.
Super fast, because these are like
universal sign for email.
That's they're gonna sell out really quick.
They will. People are already like, I want that.
It's definitely one of those.
Those are coming. I think pretty soon. Listen, you know, the instant we get them, it will be on Instagram.
And they're coming from where?
Finland. They come from Finland, and so keep an eye out for that.
We created a Ravelry group, so if you're on Ravelry, you can find us in the groups tabs under Skein Yarn Shop. This is where we'll have show notes also with links to what we talk about in the podcast, and also like a chatter. And when we do giveaways or knit-alongs or whatever we're doing, it'll be posted there for all of our knit friends on Ravelry. I think that's pretty much it, other than you've got to subscribe. You've got to hit that subscribe button, please. And like our video, leave us a comment, tell us if there's anything that you are interested in hearing about. That would be awesome, because this was very fun.
Yes. Oh wait, so classes to look forward to. So far we're in the middle of a sock class. Angie,
beginning sock class.
That Angie Chang is teaching, and she's amazing, and I don't know what her next class will be, but I know she'll be doing one, whether she wants to or not.
Maybe another sock class could be.
Could be.
There have been people that filled
Everybody,
up fast.
yes, it filled up. We actually overfilled it, and she's been a true champion about that.
Yeah.
And but we'll have all different kinds of sock classes. In September, I believe we will be starting my first sweater workshop, which is so exciting. We have an amazing teacher for that. And so we don't have all the details ironed out yet, but it will be the type of class where, you know, for people who have never made a sweater before because they've been too nervous to do it on their own, or even people who have made a sweater before, but they just really would feel better having a little more guidance. So that's
the plan.
That's the plan for that. And in August, we are having another crochet class. This will be a project class. You'll be making an actual shawl, and the dates for that will be in the newsletter, which will be coming out soon. So, and
we're
again,
working on putting together a beginning knit class also. It's just kind of tricky to figure out the best way to do
days
those things.
and
So we're kind
times.
of figuring those things out.
Yeah.
But
and
that's coming too. People have been wanting to have those classes as options as well.
Right. And if there are, you know, I know sometimes it's disappointing because you want to come to a particular class and you can't make that because of work or because of kids. Just know that we're going to try to accommodate everyone. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So just, you know, tell us when you're available.
Please.
Yeah. And also love suggestions for classes.
Totally. Yeah, there were people that were coming in and saying, oh, I wanted to learn how to make this particular shawl and I didn't know how to do it, or finishing classes on seaming and blocking or anything like that. So
yes,
any kind of suggestion that you have,
we're all ears.
All ears.
All right, we should probably sign off because
it's been
actually
like a really long time and the
3
shop's
minutes
about to
the
open.
shop's gonna open.
Well, this was super fun.
So much fun.
We hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching.
We're so good.